Good evening here from Alton Towers and more, and tonight, once again, it's pretty much a routine now this week. We're back here at Planet Coaster at our UK winter event. Now, as you can see, it's expanded the light trail overnight again. Literally, like about a couple of hours ago, we just came back from an actual light trail, Alton Towers Lightopia. So we're not going to go with a tour today of the rest of the event, but we will be doing some work on the light trail, so that I will give you a tour of that. Yeah, so got the entrance structure here, which I believe I built in the last episode. So if we come in, I've lowered down a lot of the rocks so people can actually see. The flamingo section, there's now some massive rings here. The house is at the back, pink lighting everywhere, and the flamingos obviously, which looks really nice, and of course the pink lighting on the tree does that as well. The lion area, there's a lot of quite exciting wildlife colours around here, bit of green over there, bit of yellow, bit of red, bit of purple over there, and as you can see they've got the hills in the background with just some like forests, like fake little plants as forests. Here we've got the city section, which I've done quite a lot of work on overnight. There's all these bits here now, like there's a lamp there, post box, Statue of Liberty for some reason, massive clock, the buildings as well. There's another building here. This is actually from a flat ride. Some like street lights there I've used, and it's now doing a little detail on top of the building there. And on the road as well, we've got some little vehicles, like as you can see, they've got the cars. You can pretty much guess that's a bus. And yeah, next scene then, we've got the train scene, which if you haven't guessed already, is supposed to be like the Polar Express, like another version of that, like a steam locomotive here. Even got a massive steam effect coming out the top. Yeah, like the lights as well coming from the city section. And at this point we've also got our light structures here, our light sculptures. So here's a little look at the train with the steam effects under it. The light sculptures then, we've got some neon diamonds here which I've made. Some little bit of another neon section here with the fence here, a rocket ship, and some like weird rainbow looking type of neon lights. A tall fence here because there's some more seen through there. A massive lit neon light tunnel. Most of the lights will be neon if you haven't guessed already. Some animatronics here which are all lit up. Some butterflies which look quite nice, animatronics. Snowman here, little shovel there. In this scene I had no idea what was going through my head when I was building this. This was some two massive glass things here, not too sure what they are really. I just put some structures together, made two massive glass things just for detail really. A lot of lighting on the tree, it's a bit random. You've got these little peacock shaped things, you've got a crown there. It's quite a random part, that one. The present wrapping section, as I like to call this, you've got a lot of presents, like a massive pile of them, a weird looking light structure on the floor, on the fence as well, and just a lonely little Christmas tree there. These little structures which I've recently built today, just some hanging lights. In real life they're probably like net lights hanging, they'd look really nice. Some neon presents there, they are actually off the workshop. Some neon cubes here with some patterns on them, and a little elf wrapped in lights there as well, so he's been helping out building the event by the looks of it. The Christmas tree section, as I like to call this, some floating Christmas trees, as you can see. They're not actually floating, they've got support. Oh, there's always notifications, Planet Coaster. Some Christmas trees lit up, and this massive flat building here. It's not a real building, as you can see, it's literally right next to the neon tunnel. It's actually quite good. Our little idea this was, it's got a load of neon lights on it as well. A little star up there and a little restaurant sign which is also neon. I will put some lights on these trees as well. There's a lot of trees that go around. And again, we've got that fence just to separate the scenes. Some snowflakes, some light up snowflakes, which I've just built a few minutes ago actually. They went quite well actually. And behind here I've actually got the train track, which goes all the way around the event. And that is where we've got up to, where we've got this structure here, which we'll walk under to the next scene, which will be the pirate scene, I believe. So yeah, the pirate scene then. I feel like I said pirate scene. There's going to be a lot of light up pirate things. So what I'm going to use with this, I'm going to put a wooden wall going around it. So that'll be this one. So yeah, we'll have this wooden wall, and this is actually going to have some lights on it. So that will look quite nice. I've got some lights ready off the Steam Workshop, if you haven't guessed. If it was in real life this, I would have a lot more options like projections, actual like lighting sculptures, like what's used in Lightopia. So yeah, here I'm going to add some pirate lights onto here. Depends how big they are really. I think that's about good enough size there. I'm actually using these in some other builds as well in Planet Coaster. So here we'll have him there. We've got some more little bits somewhere down here. Oh, I could add some chains as well. That look quite nice. Some neon ones as well. Yeah, that would look really nice. That will. That's supposed to be the other way around. There we go. That looks really nice. Just make sure that's flat at the wall. Slowing down a little bit. Imagine how long it would take them to build one of these light events in real life. And of course the game's saving. To be fair, the game save hasn't been that bad in this build, because it's not a massive theme park or anything which I'm building. It's only a little UK style event which I'm building on here, and only Christmas themed as well, so it'll be quite limited. There won't be a massive amount here at the event. So yeah, there will be a vlog coming out tomorrow from the Alton Towers Lightopia event, and a little bit of a tour of the Christmas market. We didn't do the rides because it wasn't really worth it. We just do the rides in the year anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much with that. But yeah, they'll be coming out in the year, all the rides. And yeah, so there we go. We've got a little piratey wall there, which looks quite nice. And just to finish it off here, I'm going to add some chains. Yeah, they look really good, they do. And I'll even add some like water effects, so like some waves maybe. Would that be a good idea? But that's not at the wall though, is it? I can obviously change the colour of the chains as well, because they're not all going to be pink. So I'll change them to a bit of yellow, bit of... what piratey colours are there? Yellow, maybe? Maybe a bit of red? Yeah, a bit of red. I'm not too sure, really. I've never really built much pirate stuff on Planet Coaster, to be fair. So, yeah, so these are like the neon chains. A lot of this is going to be neon, if you haven't guessed already. So we'll have a bit of yellow. We'll add some, yeah, I'll do some yellow and red on this one. I'll go with like a pattern. Yellow. It's a bit funny because it's on this wall. And red. It'll be a travelling wall because it's got like that at the bottom, which makes it look quite mobile. Bit of yellow and a bit of red. Yeah, that looks really piratey, that does. And there we go. So obviously it's not just everything about Christmas. Like if you go to a Lightopia event in real life, oh, did I make that yellow? In real life, if you do go to a Lightopia event, you will find that not everything's all about Christmas. You'll have some Halloween stuff in there, possibly some pirate stuff, I'm not too sure. Really, we've got some summer stuff in there, some autumny stuff, wintry stuff of course, and yeah, you'll find quite a lot in there. And there we go, that looks quite cool. A bit of pirate theme in there. I'll add some bones as well, and I will also add a ship as well, pirate ship. I bet they're not flat at the wall, are they? Nope. So yeah, this little wall here, this can just go round as well. Everything will be able to, just not the trees. And maybe not the fence, I don't think. I think the fence and the trees, they're just nature anyway, so they'll be at the farm, as this would probably be in real life, a farm. They don't really look like bones, these neon lights here. They look more like sticks. But yeah, they look okay. And there's our little piratey wall, right there. And then we'll add some little piratey bits. As you can see, I've got quite a good option here with some pirate themed parts, like this here. I'll add a light on him. And there was actually a skeleton. I should have got that really. Not that skeleton, it's a different one. But yeah. I'll add this here. Obviously it's going to be all ocean themed as well, so what I'm actually going to do with that is have some waves in the background. So they're just going to be shapes made into waves. And I can use it as a fence actually, that'll look quite cool. It's looking quite good now. So yeah, like I said, it doesn't all have to be to do with Christmas. It's absolutely okay adding all the other events, not events, seasons as well, like Halloween and stuff. These are quite funny to make, these waves. I'm not like copying it or anything, I'm just coming up with these ideas as I go along. Oh, that's not a triangle I wanted. That's the triangle I wanted. It doesn't really look like a wave, does it? Oh, it'll be fine. I'll add one more little triangle at the bottom of the wave. So yeah, just a nice little calm night of Planet Coaster again. I couldn't get the well, I could, but eventually I couldn't get the episode from yesterday uploaded till today, so that's why the episodes have been held back a bit, unfortunately. It's not really what we want, with the this having to be finished in 1 week. So yeah, that's just going to be that's just going to have to do for now. That's our wave there. Doesn't look very good, to be fair, but it will just act as a fence just for people, so they don't go up and hurt anything or break anything on the lights or anything. Like a lot of people like probably go through these and just touch them or something just to see what they feel like. Seen a bit of that happening tonight at Lightopia. But yeah, because obviously at Lightopia they're metal structures and with sheets put on top of them, and they look really nice as well. So yeah, I won't be adding that here though, because Planet Coaster is very limited with stuff like that, so unfortunately I can't really do that, but oh well, it's fine. And then I need to add some lighting as well onto these. So what I need to do with that, I just need to get the tree here, and then I'll create a big strong light facing it. So these scenes, they are quite big. Some of them are little, some of them are really big. This one's about medium size. In fact, no, I think it is quite a large scene, to be fair. I'm going to try and make it as less visible as possible from the train line on the outside of the light trail. Yeah, we can have a yellow light for that, so it stands out quite a bit, doesn't it? But yeah, it does look really nice on the floor as well, so for the people going past. Not too sure what it's using the lighting up very much. But there's our little pirate scene, and we can also add little boats, I think so. Should we? Yeah. And then we can add a little character in there or something. A little animatronic there. Anytime today. You can just sit at the back in a very chilled out position, as you can see. I do like the animatronics on Planet Coaster, to be fair. They're not the worst, are they? Like this guy here is in a special position where he's just chilling. In fact, you can move around. I'm allowing some of the animatronics to be on the light trail, because I know that in real life, in the light trails, you do get a lot of animatronics moving as well. Oh yeah, this will look nice, a little clamshell. A bit of empty space over there. I can just bring the fence in off camera. You're not really going to want to watch that, are you? So I'll do it off camera. Got a red light here, make it look a bit more piratey, and there we go. You can literally just tell from space that's the pirate section of it, and that is looking really good now. And you can tell that's a separate attraction compared to the rest of everything, because you got all like the lights there and all the trees muddled in. I'll make a lot of trees around the surrounding area, so it doesn't look like these trees are there to hide everything. So yeah, they'll look quite okay, to be fair. So we're actually coming near the end already of this light trail. We've only got this section left of it. So it's not a massive long light trail. As you can see, it only covers this space. But I think it's an alright size, to be fair. For Planet Coaster as well. I've never actually built one of these before, so it's going down quite well. What I am actually going to add... Jesus, Planet Coaster. And its notifications. I'm going to add a little pearl, and that actually lights up as well. You'll see here, but it's very little, to be fair. It's like the size of a normal pearl. And it would be nice if this was an animatronic and it could like close. But there's a little pearl there. Sorry, the game's just saving. And there we go. Okay, so sorry about that, the game's saving. In fact, I'm not going to add that because it's too little for a pill. I'm actually going to add... There, that's a lot better. So no one's going to want that tiny little thing, are they? They're going to want this. There we go, and it's white like a normal pill. I think they're white, aren't they? And yeah, that looks really good. So that people point all these things out, you could just picture them, couldn't you? Next scene then is going to be the Arctic scene. And not actually, I know I said I was making all this stuff as I go along, not all of it, like just this Arctic scene, I was actually planning on this for a while, and I've got some penguins as well, so I'll spread it out a bit over here where the light's not shining. I'm actually going to create a structure for this, so I'm going to be using a lot of triangles here to make it look like frozen over something, like something's frozen over. And yeah, so this will be like a little entrance portal thing for the Arctic part, and if you haven't guessed already, there will be a lot of blue lighting in this section. This is going to be a mint coloured blue, so that'll be like that colour. And yeah, this entrance is actually going to spread over the path. Like I said, it's going to be an archway, so it'll be like this. I will be less busy tomorrow as well, guys, by the way. So I will be able to bring you probably a couple of episodes, maybe, in one day. A couple of episodes in one day. That's very rare on this channel, because lately I've been struggling to look for some things to do on the channel. But we've got this Planet Coaster series just to keep us going until Christmas. So this will be coming out for the rest of the week, like I've mentioned millions of times. But yeah, it's coming along quite well now. So I might just, when this structure's finished, it doesn't have to go all the way across the path. I can change the size of the path or add something to block parts off. Oh yeah, look at this. In fact, shall I just switch it to day? We haven't even done it in day, have we? There we go. That looks a lot better in day, to be fair. Even though no one's going to walk in it in day. I'm sure the light trails around will be only done at night anyway, but because it wouldn't really make sense in the day anyway. You won't be able to see anything lit up. Look a bit rubbish. But yeah, this is the only thing that you can actually probably see better in the day. This little structure here. And yeah, just making sure it's even now. Bit of a funny looking structure, to be fair, isn't it? I am actually going to do a bit of work to this, aren't I? What I'm going to do here, looking a little bit untidy. I'm just going to make sure it's looking very even. Ooh. I will have a Halloween scene after the Arctic scene. The way the scenes are, like the order of them, they are actually planned out by me for a change, so it's very rare you'll find something planned out by me. I'm not the best at planning things. And there we go, this is looking really nice now. It's a bit more spiky on that side, so I'll make a bigger spike here. There we go. That looks really good now. And then we can just move this along a little bit to the path. And yeah, this should all come together really nice. And look at that. I said it might not be able to go across the entire path, but it did anyway. So that looks really nice, that does. And if we switch to night time again, oh, what shall I do here? Oh yeah, that can be the, why am I saying ooh? That can be the Arctic scene there as well, so if I move that tree. and that can obviously shine a bit of light onto the entrance structure there for the Arctic scene. And all these lights are going to be in the trees, so it's better than having loads of poles everywhere holding lights up, whereas the trees, it would probably save a lot of money anyway on having to pay for things. So I'm gonna, shall I add that as blue or that colour, white? Yeah, I don't think it really makes a difference to be fair there, but there we go. And obviously you can tell you're about to go into a cold environment, so what I'm actually going to have here are some blocks here which I've used over there, and these are going to act as ice cubes again, so they return. They don't really look like ice cubes to be fair, but yeah, I'm sure there's a polar bear somewhere in the Steam Workshop, or I might have one anyway downloaded, I'll see on that. But I will be adding some penguins. There we go. Don't know how big these are. I feel like they're going to be tiny. Oh, they're not too bad, I suppose. These will be animatronics in real life. And this scene will have quite a cold atmosphere to it, and a lot of blue lights then really. Ooh, see if I can get it to face the way I want it to. I want it to face there. There we go. Yeah, if I have oh, what should I do now? I don't know what to do now. I'll add some ice rocks in the background to make it look like it's actually in the Arctic. And there we go. So there are snow blocks as well, and there are the ice blocks, and obviously because I think it will be better for the penguins with snow, I mean not snow, ice, because I know penguins like sliding on the ice, don't they? Like if you go to a sea life centre you'll see them all sliding and putting a little show on for you, because I know we've had a few memories of penguins on this channel. We've actually got a few different places we've been to where we've had a little look at some penguins, so you can check some of them vlogs out. Like we've got sea life centres. We went to was it last year, we went to the Birmingham Sea Life Centre, and there were some penguins there and they like put on a little show for us. We went to Chester Zoo and there were some penguins there as well, and yeah. Oh, do you know what will look good? Maybe these ice creams here. I know what you're thinking, ice creams and penguins. Now what I mean by this is I can add the scoops on the ice cream and they'll look like some sort of weird snow effect maybe. I don't know, we'll see what it's like. That's what I mean, like that bit there. Yeah, they can be like little structures then. Like just some little things for the penguins to play with. And they've even got a little swirl on the top, like an ice cream probably would do. We can add some blue light into this part as well. So I'm not going to fit the Halloween scene in, because if I said the Arctic scene is going to be quite big, then I've got the Christmas tree and I've got some plans for that, like a North Pole scene there. Am I going to fit a Halloween scene in anywhere? That's the question. So maybe if I do the Arctic scene here, and then it can fade into Halloween here. Yeah, we'll do that, I think. I'll probably change my mind, I'm not too sure on that. We'll see what happens, if I like it or not. And then we'll add a nice strong blue light there as well. One of them big ones, which I use. They're floodlights apparently. The reason I need these lights high up, one, they look good high up, they look a lot better, and two, people won't be able to get in the way of the light and block the light trying to get through to the penguins. That all the scenes and stuff. So when they're walking, it won't be like people blocking the lights. So it'll be dark and shadows everywhere. It'll be like this. And the lights will actually be shining on top of people walking below. So yeah, here we go. This is starting to come along together really well now. I think having the Arctic scene next to the pirate scene really does it, because the obviously they're quite related a little bit, with pirates being on water and then heading to penguins, which also, well, they're not on water, but there's a lot of water related stuff in the Arctic. But yeah, that looks really nice. To be fair, these white things kind of look like poo or something. I'm not too sure on them. We'll see, we'll see. So if I search ice, I do actually have an ice skating ring at the event as well. I did build that off camera. I will add some like snow things maybe as well. Jesus Christ, it's saving again. One minute. We'll get there eventually. It's really annoying, these game saves, aren't they? They waste so much time when I'm recording. One minute. We'll get there eventually. And we're there. Okay. So, ice. See what other ice things we've got. Oh, I could add some, yeah, I could add some snow effects. I think that's like a steam effect, dry ice that is. Yeah, so if I had like them maybe coming out from the rocks. There we go, that looks really nice. And yeah, so not too much work done there, to be fair. Just the pirate section and the Arctic section. But it does take time with this lighting trail. I only just started building it yesterday and I've already got all of this done. I'm nearly finished. And here with this massive tree, which I've built out of other Christmas trees, as you can see. I'm going to have a North Pole with some buildings going around it. Like, have you ever watched the Polar Express? They've got a scene where they've got a big tree and the North Pole surrounds it. Obviously here, as you can see, the path comes really close to the fence, and on the other side is the train tracks. So I might have to do a bit of work there off camera. But anyway, that brings it off for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. Oh, what shall I use as the thumbnail? I just want to get a thumbnail moment somewhere. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go like that. Sorry about this. I'm just getting the right moment for a thumbnail. Should I get it down the tunnel or something? Actually no, it doesn't matter. I can take it out off there when I'm not recording. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Turn on the post notifications so you don't miss out every time we upload another video. And yeah, that was episode 4. Is it 4? Yeah, I think it was 4 of Planet Coaster. Jesus Christ, what's going on with these notifications and why won't they go? And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.